Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. So that's what it looks like there, and I am so excited about this because I absolutely love the concealer. I think it's such a great concealer from the drugstore. It's very kind of full coverage and everything, and like I'm just so excited about this foundation. So I'm going to be reviewing this today for you. Now I do have a little bit of a cold, like you maybe can hear it in my voice. Like I just had the cold like a few months ago and I have it again. I don't know what's going on, so I'm hoping I'm not like totally sniffling throughout this video. Hopefully once I start putting all my makeup on and everything like that, then I'll feel a lot better. But yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll get started. So this is what the foundation looks like here, and I really like the packaging for this. So it says it's a full coverage foundation, so excited about that. Now I'm just going to read off their website here, like what it actually says about it, because there's not much more information on the bottle. So it says on the website here, offering lightweight yet buildable coverage in 24 skin true shades. This versatile foundation is designed to suit every skin type and tone, with an oil-free yet creamy and comfortable formula that dries down to a long-lasting demi-matte finish. It won't settle into fine lines or cling to dry patches. And it also says housed in a luxe glass bottle with a jumbo doe foot applicator for greater control and less waste. This foundation offers highly pigmented coverage that can be layered or diffused to suit your look. Okay, so let's see the big doe foot applicator inside. So that's the doe foot there, and I am loving this. Like, it's going to be so easy to apply this. Like, that's one thing that I really loved about the concealer. So I have two shades here. I have the shade F8.5, which is a light to medium with a warm undertone, I believe, and then I have the shade F7, which is a light to medium with a neutral undertone, I believe. So I don't know what shade I'm going to be today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swatch both of them on my cheek so you can kind of see the shades. Let's start off with the shade F7. So that's what that one looks like there, and that might actually be quite a good match for me today. And then this one is the shade F8.5. So as you can see, this has a little bit more of a kind of yellowy, more warm undertone to it, and the F7 looks like it's just quite neutral, if you know what I mean. Not too warm and not too cool. I think I might just go with F7 today, like this one here. Like, that looks like quite a good match for me, so let's go with that one. So what I'm going to do is apply it to this side first and blend in with a brush just to see the difference in like coverage from this side to this side of my face. I'm going in with F7. Now I don't know how much of this to use, but it does say it's a full coverage foundation, so we'll soon see. So I'm just going to put that amount on just now, and I'm going to take my Sigma F80 brush, which is a flat kabuki brush, and I'm going to use this to blend it in. Okay, so far it feels incredible. It feels very lightweight and very smooth. Blending really nicely into the skin as well. So far so good. So like the coverage of this is really good so far. Like, oh my god, it's like covering all this red bit here, which is amazing. Just taking a little bit down my neck just to make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, so that coverage so far is like amazing. It covers almost all that redness I have here. There's just a tiny little bit just right there, but like this is so full coverage, it's amazing. Okay guys, so this is the coverage right now, and look how full coverage it is. You know, as you can see from either side there, like, oh my god, it covers up everything, which is great, and it looks really natural on the skin. Like, even though it's full coverage, it covers everything but doesn't look thick or cakey. It has a slight, like, obviously it's like a matte finish, but it has a little hint of dewiness there, just a little bit, which is really nice, so I really like that. I'm not too bothered about the coverage and around my eye area there, because I'm going to be using the new Supersize Conceal and Define concealer. So I have this as well, which I'll be trying out in a minute. Like obviously I know what that's like because I've been using it a lot, but I just want to try this brand new Supersize one. But like, yeah, I'm really loving the coverage of this. It's really nice. So yeah, let me just apply some to this side and we can see the overall coverage. Okay, so this is how the coverage is looking, and it really is just a bigger version of the concealer. Like, it is so full coverage, which is amazing. It feels very similar, like basically the same, yeah, the same as the concealer. It just looks good on the skin, it just feels really good on the skin. And I love how much coverage it gives as well. It also feels really lightweight, like it doesn't feel heavy, thick or anything on the skin. It's very, very lightweight, which is amazing. Like I said, I'm not too fussed about the coverage around my eye area. I didn't really apply anything around there because I'm going to be going in with the concealer. So let's go on to this now. Like I said, I already had this concealer in the smaller version, so that's a little smaller one there. And this is the Supersize one, just right here, if I can get the two of them to stand side by side. So as you can see, the Supersize one is a little bit bigger. Now, the reason why this has got, like, I think is it 3 times the amount in it. The smaller one has 0.11 fluid ounces and the larger one has 0.45 fluid ounces. Like, if you actually look at them, you think it was just a tiny bit bigger because this part here is just actually like the handle, like the doe foot bit, you know, so it doesn't look that much a difference. But when you actually look at the packaging of the smaller one, it has like a thick, chunky kind of plasticky glass bit right around the bottom here, as well as kind of like there's a little bit of depth taken off the actual bottle. So this Supersize concealer is cruelty free, and also the foundation is cruelty free. I forgot to mention that there. So I'm going to apply the Supersize concealer today, and I have it in the shade C6. So although the small one I have here was in the shade C7, but I believe it actually added more to the range of the Conceal and Define, and now we're looking at like the swatches, things like that. C6 might be a good match for this foundation that I have. That's what the applicator looks like there. Now I remember this concealer was like a super full coverage and you just needed like a little bit. So I'm just going to apply about that much under my eye, and let's blend it in with my concealer brush. The concealer brush I'm using is the Morphe M536 brush. This is my absolute favourite right now for applying or blending in my concealer. Yes, loving this. It's totally covered this dark area in there, as you can see. Amazing. This concealer is so good, and it feels super lightweight on the skin as well. That is incredible. Like, I love the coverage of that, and it's actually a really good match to the foundation. Like, it's the exact same shade, I think, actually. Like, sometimes I like my concealer to be a little bit brighter from under eye area, but that's kind of like if I have a bit more of a darker tan on and a darker foundation, I like to really brighten it under eye, whereas this one sort of just blends into the foundation there. But like, I don't mind, it gives me that like a lot more kind of coverage. Okay, so that's me applied the foundation and the concealer, and I am just loving how full coverage and flawless my skin is looking right now. Like, it looks so good, and I love the finish of the foundation. It doesn't cling to any of my pores, doesn't accentuate any of my texture, which is great. Like, it looks really natural on the skin as well, like even though it's full coverage. So it gives you like this really full coverage kind of even complexion, but like it just all looks so natural, if you know what I mean. Now I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup to see how the powders layer on top of the foundation. Then I'll come back and give you a little update. Okay guys, so I'm back and I've applied all the rest of my makeup, and this is how the foundation is looking, you know, with all my powder and everything on top. And I really like how this is looking. Like, it looks so flawless on the skin, which I'm obsessed with. It really is just like the concealer, and I honestly don't think I'm going to have any problem with this foundation at all, because just like the concealer, it looked flawless on my skin all day. Like, I had no problem with that at all. It didn't look cakey, it didn't crack up or anything, and honestly I think this foundation is just going to look as good is that. Yeah, I'm just loving this foundation. I love how flawless it looks. It feels super lightweight on, and the finish of it's great as well. It's like a kind of matte finish, but not too matte. It has a bit more of a demi-matte finish to it, and like, it doesn't emphasize any of my texture. It's not seeping into any like fine lines or even caking up around my nose or anything like that. It doesn't look dry either, which is great. It's not clinging to any dry patches. I don't have any dry patches as it is anyway, but like, it's not clinging anywhere. So yeah, I'm just super impressed, and it's only £9 guys from the drugstore. Like, it's an absolute bargain, and you get like a lot of product in it. I love the big thick doe foot applicator on it. It's just amazing. It's so good. So yeah guys, I'm super impressed with this. I really do love it, and I highly recommend it to you. I'm also loving the Supersize concealer. Like, it's just the same formula and everything as the original smaller one, but yeah, it's just in a bigger size now, which is really good. And yeah, loving that and the foundation together. Like, it literally makes your skin look so flawless. So guys, that is it for this review. I really hope you liked and enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, then remember to give it the big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you are brand new to my channel, and I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye! Mwah.